My mic wasn't on, was it? Oh, fuck me. Okay. Do I have to go through that explanation again? I'll make it short and sweet. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use the ad break. I'm so sorry. I did not mean for that to... I thought I pressed my mic to be on. Oh. Okay, so basically what I said is, we are doing a Lantern Rite today. We have a Genshin sponsorship, too. That was a week max. I'm already halfway through the week. I've been busy. Uh, Basically, if you are a new person and have not played the game before, use my link in the stream elements or exclamation point Genshin to get a link to download the game. You must stay on the same Wi-Fi address to download it. Genshin is available for PC, mobile, and PlayStation 4 and 5, even though that's not on the thing for some reason. Words. What was I saying? It's very recommended that you do turn your ad blocker and VPN off to play it. For this, if you join, you must, and if you reach Adventure Ring 6 in the quest License to Glide, which are both within the first few hours of gameplay, 3 at most, depending on how fast you play, but it's very early in, it will count towards my sponsorship. What else did I say? You can also use the code Genshin Gift in-game for 50 Primo Gems and a Hero's Wit. That code's easy to find anyways, it's just as long as you haven't used it yet. Oh yeah, new players only for this, so if you've played before, sorry, you're out. This is also perfect timing. They said Fontaine was just open to everyone, which it is. We are halfway through the Fontaine updates. And on top of that, we are in the middle of Lantern Rite. Lantern Rite's almost done for the event, but we are starting to get gifts that they promised. So, Intertwined Fates, lots of extra stuff. So it'd be a perfect time to start hopping on until, I think, the next anniversary. This is going to be a long night, isn't it? Okay. As I was saying, if you reach Adventure Rank 5, you get 10 Acquaint Fates. If you reach Adventure Rank 10, you get 10 Acquaint Fates. And if you reach 25, you get Lynette as a free character. She is a 4-star animo from Fontaine. Cat girl. What else do I need to say? Okay. Can I please not have to explain this again? Thank you. Now we can finally start the game. There it is. Are you going to mess up my audio too? Oh. Of course the browser source ain't where I want it to be. There we go. Oh yeah, we were going to, use my fates first because I actually got a few. So time to gamble. Wait, what? Oh wait, that's 4-star. That's a 4-star. I should have got Yo-Yo! I should have got Yo-Yo when we had our pigs. I did not know it was going to shit. Oh, fuck. I should have gotten Yo-Yo. Alright, you are a 3-star. Don't care. Alright. Well, that was fun. Okay, but oh yeah, I need to do that. Where is she? I think I gave her some... I think I leveled up to 50. I forgot. Okay. What the heck? Okay. Wait, okay, I see. Oh, nope.
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down.
Let's all take a seat.
Of course, emergency food,
Here,
you would.
hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon. That was for you to rinse your utensils.
That's a thing?
I don't know what we're going to do with this one. Oh.
Wow,
Oh, this
so
is
much
actually
good.
cute!
Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
This is really cute!
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood kanchi?
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks!
Sounds about right. Everyone just... Da-da-da. This goes on until even Paimon can't stand another bite. Oh yay, my card's being funny.
So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain juice. Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I
Okay,
am,
that's fair.
you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. When it comes more often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something there.
my dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know?
Oh, I forgot
It
to
wouldn't
mute
make
my
sense to mention
phone.
his business in the same
I
breath
forgot
as
to
the
mute something
thing
else, so I
Commerce
probably
Guild.
should do that real quick
My
before I
dad-
forget.
He always wanted me to inherit the family business, to be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Alright, there we go.
Have you ever talked to him about it?
Aww.
You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do.
Why do I
According to
like
my
him more and
dad,
more?
though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. I haven't been back since. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No, I know that it wasn't the right way to go about things. But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind.
Spoy.
I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon. What do you say, huh?
This boy.
I'll organize.
He deserves more love.
We kinda already have plans this afternoon.
Wait, what?
We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite making workshop.
yeah.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
That title certainly humanizes her a bit.
Oh, I know that she's an adeptus.
wait,
I met her during
what?
delivery once.
The fuck?
But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something like that.
Well, that
She
cat's
came
out
to
of
me
the
a few
bag.
days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
Oh, that would be so
Is
cool.
that not something you can do?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is
Oh,
another matter
goddammit.
entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
Sometimes.
It'd
I
be
think you
such
mean
a
all the
shame
time.
If everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dyes on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
Great! The more the merrier.
Alright. So we're gonna have to teleport, aren't we? Yep. Oh, nope, okay. I thought that was something I could probably pick up, but... Are they still near human forms? Oh my god. Ah. They're also near human forms. Wait, no. That's Shenhe, Ganyu, and who else? Never mind. It's not who I thought it was. Who's the... Oh, is the other one Yao Yao? Yep, it's Yao Yao.
Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived.
Oh.
Hello, friends.
Ganyu needs more sleep. 2K424. Sorry. I was about to say 2K14.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone.
And Ganyu goes back to sleep. Okay. That's going well.
Apologies in advance.
Oh no. What's she gonna do?
Wait! Shenhe? Not
Oh no. Oh no.
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some
Oh,
water?
cool, the announcement
Or
works.
maybe something to eat?
I'm fine. I just
Shenhe, no! Don't do that again.
Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin Restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
Wait, you were the one me?
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Alright.
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Shenyun's kite-making work.
Yes, I have neither made nor flown a kite before.
Oh, hi!
As long
Why
as
are you
Master
up
is
here?
willing to teach, I am
Why are
willing to
you
learn.
laying on my bed, ma'am?
Too. I wanna participate
No,
in the
no,
kite
no,
flying
no, please
competition
don't.
with my
Thank
best
you.
friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you?
There's nothing over there for you, Hope.
Chi-Chi's been super busy.
There's
helping
nothing
Dr.
over there for
Roshi
you,
lately.
okay?
I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow,
doing?
you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before herself.
Huh.
It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste. My motivation for being here might
Why
be a little
going in
different,
the
yes,
box?
but I'm ready to put in just as much effort as
I
everyone
guess if
else.
it sits, it fits.
Well, we're all here, but where the heck is
What
Shenyun?
the?
Shouldn't she be here by now?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered
Shenyun, who's
tone?
with you?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone.
Ah,
Come get it while it's still warm. Oh, Paimon,
what are
sorry,
you
Mr.
doing,
Meaty
man?
Bird. Paimon always knew you were the
doing?
smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well, right?
Don't go back to me, okay? Or not listen to me. That's your fault, you know. That is your fault. Sorry, I'm taking care of a cat right now.
So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups. The materials are over here. The regular dyes
I
and
can't
luminescent
keep
ones have been
petting you
clearly
right
marked.
now.
Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made
Do you
sure
wanna
to
go in my
listen
lap?
to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes?
Nope,
Are there
she's
any
sniffing.
questions?
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening.
I'll be the one making it anyway. Yep, pretty much.
Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
Petting kitty is greater than anything else. Yes, it is, unfortunately. Oh, where? Don't down the books again, please.
Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are up to?
Oh, said kitties tried to smuggle or smug me last night instead of my chest. Okay.
Hey, Gaming, want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the dye
Nope,
formula.
you're not getting out of this one easily, dude.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make
Sometimes I
one then.
can't try to sleep in my parents' faces. It
What
happens.
shape should we go with?
Pretty much.
How about a butterfly? What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a Swanee.
Oh.
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Are you still over
Okay.
there?
It's decided then.
Meow, if you can hear me. I think she's still over there. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to make sure. Where's my BRB? No, you guys are probably going to be able to hear me the whole time anyway. Where are you, you little... Oh. Maybe she's not in here anymore. Maybe she went by without me noticing. Oh no, there you are, you little stinker. Are you laying on my foot? Did you lay on my thread? Dork. Dork, but dork nonetheless, you little. Have fun laying there. We found her. She's laying on fabric again. She also knocked out my thread, which thankfully hasn't unraveled, but that little stinker. Alright. Who else do we need to see? Okay, Yao and Jianyun for some reason.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
Oh, she
One
cute.
is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friends. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
Oh.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age,
Oh, it's for
comes
Chi-Chi?
wisdom, child. One simply
I
has a way
pulled
of
a
knowing things.
Chi-Chi. It's a good thing we did not pull a Chi-Chi today, actually.
Thanks, Auntie Cloud.
Well, actually, I don't
Retainer.
have Chi-Chi yet, I
I'm
don't
gonna
think,
start
so...
painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start.
I love how we just run away.
I pulled a Chi-Chi. I pulled a Chi-Chi.
I said that very loud and I don't like it.
I pulled a Chi-Chi. I'm not feeling very good.
Great if you could refrain from putting things on my horse.
I pulled a
Okay, I
Chi-Chi.
that sound.
Plus 50-50. At 90 penny, not even catching
I know you can hear me there. What are you doing? Wanna come over here? Okay, also we need to lower that sound because I don't want it to scare me again. I don't want it to scare me again. You up here and have you stay. Nope. There we go. Did you just hurt? Hey, no. You can't go all the way up there. I'm sorry. Ah, you little stinker. So you go there. Okay. Got it. 1 second. You want to lay there then? There you go. No, that's not for you, ma'am. I know you're having fun with that. Not for you. There we go. You want to stay here? You want me to put something on it so you at least... Actually, 1 sec. This is Kitty's house now and you just have to live. I know. And she went down. Of course she went down. You dork. Hi. Welcome to It's Not Just Genshin. It's me paying a cat too. Those shoes are not for you. My alerts. Let me go take care of that real quick. I'm not playing Clean Up the Mess if you knock those down, you know. Oh yeah, that volume's all the way up. There we go. Okay, now we should have that a decent sound. Alright. The cat has left the room. That means I can put that back up. That also means I have to clean up that bunch of thread. 1 second. Why is it every Saturday stream I realize I have a cat in the stream? Okay. Hopefully Ethan chose door. Okay. Now that we can actually get back to the content.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered
These
what Miss
two.
Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, alright. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop.
This had to be their interaction. I mean, it's cute, but so what?
I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go.
Alright. Finally. Is this going to be a minigame thing too, or no? Okay.
First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh,
Oh my god, no! Let's not feed their ego much more, please, and thank you.
Could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go.
Oh my.
Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate.
No! No, I veto this plan. No.
The guardian angel of travelers.
Okay, it actually looks kind of cute, but still. Don't inflate Paimon's ego, thank you.
What should we give her, since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky?
Oh my gosh. We actually get to pick. I'm doing this, though. That is ugly.
The title of champion kite flyer is mine.
It could be a lot worse, trust me.
Now that we've decided, let's make it happen.
Can we just make it the weirdest face? Like that little, the 2 dots and the smile? Please?
It's done! Paimon has to say, Kai Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
Oh, hi,
All
Shanyin.
right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us.
Let one take a look.
Wow!
Oh my gosh, she's
Ganyu
actually
and
very
Shenhe made a
cute.
scissor-tailed swallow. It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
Oh. Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, Traveler?
We're just looking smug and I don't know what to do with that. Yeah, that's actually the silliest face we
Its
could pick.
self-important countenance bears a striking
Let me move that
resemblance
down,
to that of
actually.
its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
She witches.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Wait, what? Yeah, it looks like
Oh.
Jade Chamber. Is Ningguang here?
Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission?
Oh no, you're still mad about that?
Oh, and to do so by making use of this?
Yep, she's
crude
still
piece
mad
of
about the
mortal
Jade
machinery.
Chamber. Great to know.
One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence.
Sonya, no!
Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to
We have to chase.
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
I see.
There's wind up ahead. Looks like
Oh, cool. You actually get as an item.
It's right there.
Alright, where? Oh.
This Fontainian device of mechanical motion.
What
is
the
quite
heck
curious
are these two
indeed.
idiots doing?
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive.
Mountain
and now
Shipper,
the
Moon
kite has
Carver,
vanished.
what are you doing?
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its
Oh,
last
did they
location?
make it? Oh no, they're screwed.
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong.
It's nice knowing these two guys. They're dead.
Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
As you
Your
should.
concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite.
These guys are
On
dead.
the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creations.
Can we please have enough in the
Still
chat
not
for Mountain
If
Shaper
Cloud
and
Retainer
Moon
were to
Carver?
hear
Thank you.
profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Rip.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor.
I can't believe they're
Say
actually talking to
something,
each other
Mountain
through
Shaper.
telepathy.
Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flame to
They're
her
actually speaking to each other
It would be better to stay silent.
telepathically.
Retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain.
These guys are just
Pray,
making a
Who
matchmaker
could be
hole for themselves,
responsible
aren't
for
they?
such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite mint.
Dumbasses.
Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Shinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
Oh, Paimon. You just screwed everything up.
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
So about that emergency
It is
food.
of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying
Okay.
themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this, we are well aware.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
Leaving already? All this some places where...
Can we just teleport? Cool. I'm teleporting. Fuck that. Wait a second. Did I never get this one? There's a chest right here and I never got it? Motherfucker. Oh, well that's why. Have fun, guys. I'm just letting them destroy themselves. Ta-da!
A reward on the road. They're back.
Paimon's pooped. Hi.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shuyu tired themselves out playing
Yeah,
with their
that sounds
kites.
about right.
Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly
This
flying
boy.
free. He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange...
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would...
Shen?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear I understand his words even less.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
I'm number
Exactly.
2.
That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay
Aw.
and eat before you depart.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities.
Screw it.
Hey, Paimon's hungry too. It's not like the dim sum and grilled fish will keep us full all day, you know.
So worth it.
Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
Oh, we have to go to the abode entrance. Okay. Please don't do what I think you need to do. Hi! Did not expect that one. Okay.
This is...
Oh, they look so cute! If it wasn't for the fact that there's no reason to have these costumes, I would actually buy them. Or buy them from the
I
shop.
can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
These guys.
How do we look?
She asked them just...
You look pretty too, Ganyu. Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined.
I wonder.
Those outfits really suit you both.
Actually,
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in
let me
all
do
of
one
Liyue,
thing real quick.
one would expect nothing less.
Did I get a clear enough picture? I'm about to make bad decisions with a friend. 1 second. Message. Picture. Okay, sent. I totally just didn't suggest more cosplants to my friend. Nope, not all.
What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately, why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
I like black.
I love how Shenya's just
One is
straightforward.
gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
I mean, fair.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xinyun! This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet! It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
Oh no.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal. Oh well. One will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
Okay,
It
fair.
appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Yep.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Xinyun?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Huh. One believes we would all benefit from a more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Monogius. He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Monogius made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Monogius' opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adepto countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Monogius was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later...
As
seems to have strayed off topic.
as normal.
One means to say that Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see its use in a situation such as this.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts is a fine idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Of course they passed by that.
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations. One shall see you in 2 days.
Okay, cool. So that means we only have one more part of the story and then the epilogue, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, because we did that. It probably gave us all of our, Oh, wait, that's the first time I've gotten rust? Oh no, I did get rust. It's with Colette. Okay. Yep, that filled up our commissions. So let me go get them real quick. Okay. Oh, it's actually furnishing. Oh my god. Okay. Let me go get our daily commission rewards and then we'll go on to the next part. Want to not navigate there. Want to navigate here though. Oh, I have to wait 2 days anyway, so... Oh, now I remember where it is. There it is. There you are. Now the question is, will we have enough to gamble again?
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
We do not. Okay. So 2 days later. Okay, maybe we're close. Okay. Not yet. We're almost there, but... There we go.
It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming!
Okay, where's the closest? Okay. Hi, Gaming.
Hi, Gaming! Paimon sees cookies, you've certainly gotten an early start this month. Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect. You're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
All right, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
It's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Here.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
All right, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
This is the bad thing, isn't it?
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
There you are.
Hello. You must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Dad?
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
Why is Paimon making
I
sense for
see.
one?
I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then.
Okay. Well, that's not what I meant to do, but okay. I meant to just drop.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
Oh, yay! Just what we needed.
Fine. Thank you.
I bet you that's related to this quest.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious.
Yep.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Paimon thinks so too. Uh-oh. This is right by the... Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything...
We're going to have to, aren't you?
Paimon.
Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Okay.
These super evil hill... Hey! Seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing. Whoa! shell? Now that you but the magic he was using seemed even.
Let's not and actually do what we're supposed to. We'll deal with that later. So yeah, that wasn't part of the mission, of course.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
This
Oh,
guy.
but
Just let him go.
okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
They're all working
Enough of
together
your
for this.
music.
I cannot believe it.
Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
They even labeled them as mass bandits.
Indeed. Bring them forth
I
readily
can't believe
without
these two are doing this.
protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is... Leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from...
No, coming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and...
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away. Let us away.
Coming!
These dorks.
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by...
But coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
Run, dumbasses, run.
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop here.
What's that
Chun-Li?
coming?
Oh no,
What
what's
the fuck are you doing, Chun-Li? Dumbass.
Good sir, please listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the
Everything's
area.
going to hell, isn't it? Chun-Li, can we just speak to you alone, please, and thank you?
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. Ah, it appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just
Oh.
had some cake stuck in her throat.
I'm
If
hoping you
there are
got.
indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millilith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary
Okay,
expertise.
good. He's playing
Wouldn't you
along.
agree?
He knows what's going on. Good.
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, it would only cause more trouble.
Like you, I think is what you meant to say,
Since
but okay.
we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Yeah, sounds about normal.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on Wushu dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living?
And then there's that ceiling in the background just taunting us.
What happens when you get old?
I see you.
Every time
Don't
I
think
get
I
to
don't.
thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to Wushu dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Next question.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things? Like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery. You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
Oh, here's a Gaming.
Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
Oh no.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
We're screwed.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's my last will. It was nice knowing you guys.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
So, that's how we're starting off?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work
I need to take
you've
out
done
that
these past few
Robo, by
years?
the way.
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
You are very...
Not your dad!
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable,
And of course, they're
Mr.
still
Zhongli.
chatting as normal.
I'm impressed.
Okay, there it goes. I want to say I just did speed tests and my stuff's fine. I don't know why. Okay, now we can actually get back to this. I paused for a second while we were dealing with that. Come on.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
It's not like it was alcohol.
Ipdoc and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship,
Yeah, that
much
sounds like
a cup
something
of
Jean-Lee
tea,
would
seems
do.
to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdoc, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
Mm.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Please let the makeup's all I'm asking. Thank you. Leave the tea stall and talk to Jean-Lee. Oh no.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise
Yeah.
in that regard.
Sounds about right with him.
As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
A friend?
Hello.
Oh. Oh, shit! Oh.
So, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time.
Wait, what?
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Who be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects. It's you. I thought you were Director Who.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
Just that what?
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
Ah.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Who dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine.
Who's ready for Lantern Rite 2025?
Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Who a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again.
I feel like
when
this
you
is a
are
wink, wink,
otherwise
nudge, nudge.
unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Who tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
That's all he's focused
Wonderful.
on.
I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Dumbass.
I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than
This
capable of
dumbass,
finding
everyone.
out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
The competition.
Certain piece
It
of
makes
art.
sense since I
Perhaps they're a bit like
believe
Shell.
Shell.
Need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here?
Oh, of course, it restarted
Just
again.
how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just...
It's all
take a seat
Shanyun's
and see what
idea.
happens.
Just remember that.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety.
Oh my gosh, we're back on that.
Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash.
I hope
One
we
has
learned
more
our
than
lesson.
had one's fill already.
I hope we learned our lesson from this. Thank you.
Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation.
Maybe next time you won't
Has
buy 10 of
work
them.
been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the
Shenhe, no!
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Unfortunately, I think they are. At least someone has a great idea.
While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities. What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his
Of course,
companionship
Guoba
is a
would be
comfort.
brought up.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk.
Too bad. It'd be whole
Guess
different stories when you find out.
Maybe Gaming is not doing so bad
Oh,
after all.
looks like this is me helping though.
Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Oh no.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down
Shut
the mountain from dawn
up!
until dusk,
All
picking
right.
herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Note to self: never take Shenhe for these missions ever again.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shenhe!
Shh. Just think about it. You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
Yes, I can hear the
Been long
Sealy.
enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Alright, guess we gotta go continue. Actually, we can probably just teleport the rest of the way. Cool. Right? Yep. Okay, cool. We'll just teleport to here, actually. Whee! Hi, Monolith. Charlotte!
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way.
Of course, Charlotte did that.
My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
I forgot how
Of course, of course. Please
contract
follow me.
these guys are.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure
You
know all
look
kinds
some
of
cool
and
ones
important
too,
people.
though, Gamin.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan.
Alright.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Xianyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanha appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
This boy.
As for the next step,
Oh
Didn't
no!
we have one? Oh, well.
What's wrong, Gamin?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say.
Yeah, Ningguang
We
would.
pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf.
This
I'll pay you back right now.
dumbass.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
This guy, you're not getting rid of us that easily.
Yes, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us
Wait.
about this idea of yours.
I just realized. Who didn't tell me I misspelled unfortunately in the ad message? Fuck!
It's like this.
Well, I guess we'll have to fix that later.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen.
Unfortunately misspelled. It's supposed to be N before an A up there. In that little message saying non-subscribers.
We also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or
Oh,
whatever they're
Paimon.
called?
Paimon just wants to win, doesn't she? I never knows. Thank you for letting me make a fool of myself. I mean, I do that every day, don't get me wrong, but...
Hello again.
We're back!
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free
Actually, I
of
wonder
charge.
if,
The directions are in
I
the
wonder if
box.
I could do that while we're
It's
doing
not hard
this.
to
One sec.
install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right
Or
for me to
my
take
frames
your
will
moral.
drop. Never mind.
Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right then, thank you.
Let me fix that real quick while we're doing this.
It's done. Let's get down to business.
It just automatically does it for us. Alright.
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do.
Alright.
Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
That should be saved. 1 second. Another trucker. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Oh! Did not mean to do that, but okay. Unfortunate. Okay, it should be updated now. Good. Good. Alright. I'm excited to see what this year's Lantern Rite's going to be like.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Oh, Chi-Chi! There's Chi-Chi. Now we pulled a Chi-Chi. Literally. Oh.
Come here, allow me.
Okay, that's really cute, though. This is why I love Lantern Rite.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should
Wait.
we get the Millilith?
Is this supposed to happen? Oh, nope, it is supposed to happen. Cool.
What's that?
Oh yeah, they actually got the drummers. Oh my gosh, that's actually really cool. Aww. Shawnee's just enjoying this from a distance. Aww. That's actually really cool. Oh my gosh, this guy. I'm gonna cry, man, actually. And there's Charlotte. Oh, hi, Chichi. Or Chichi. Sorry, not
Have I
speak.
taken that many pictures already?
Yep, that's Charlotte.
I need to load more film.
Ka-ching. Aww. Aww. This is so cute.
Wait, the wind.
Wait, is she actually helping?
Oh my gosh.
Shan Yu! Oh, who's out back?
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
This music. Aww. This was a good lantern ride, honestly. I promise I'm okay. I promise I'm okay.
Mommy's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him. Oh, he's over there, talking to his dad.
That was so cute.
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Yes, sure
Thank
you.
you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Dad.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter.
These guys.
What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. And much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Aww.
Son.
This is so cute.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but to me, Gaming, you've always been a
How's
great
the impact
kid.
gameplay? I'm gonna cry! This lantern right's actually been really cool. Also,
That's
hi Kitty, how you
everything I've got.
doing?
Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Honestly, same. I cried too. Oh, that dance scene was so breathtaking. How are you doing?
Really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
I'm just going to say
Now
that.
go. Over there. Your friends
I'm
are still
good.
waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying
Trying
in
to
Liyue Harbor for
farm
a
a
bit
flame,
longer.
level up my
When
new
you have
Arcana.
time, we can grab dim sum together.
Archon
Your
or
treat,
Archely?
Dad.
No, whoever.
Honestly.
No, she's not released yet. Oh, okay, so new Archon. Archons,
Go.
okay. I wish you luck, because they're very specific items for
Okay.
those, aren't there?
Then
I haven't really leveled up any of my Archons besides
See you
what I can. These guys. I got Venti at the very beginning. Oh, I had to wait for his re-release because I did not start playing
That's
till...
what the smile you've got there, Gaming.
I want to say it was version 2? It was before
Really?
Inazuma came out. I know that.
It's nothing to be embarrassed
But it was
about.
also not the very beginning. I can already tell you that too. I'd have to go check the dates, but...
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xinyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
Aww. Okay, I think we have a epilogue that we could do. So, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we actually get to do that. Oh, we have to wait for 2 days. Okay. Again. Yes, yes, yes you do. I have to remember how to do time. I literally just did it too. My brain just stopped cooperating with me right now. It's been a long day. Alright, 1, 2... I was going to say, I feel like we talked about... My brain's not computing right now. Which Archons do you have? Did you say that you had all of them right now, or...? I swear to God, we talked about this, but of course my brain's like, ah, nope, can't remember. I have fun.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. Didn't Zhongli say Hu Tao was also planning?
Oh, it's all the way up here. Oops.
We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Alright.
The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired. Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit!
Who's that? Is it Hotel?
Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue sky! Right? So Paimon was... that voice... Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Alright, let's go see, because I'm actually confused too. Why is it Navia and Corn?
Well, if it isn't my dear partner.
The Lancerite, this is Lancerite Feather Festival if the player's gone to Fontaine Road.
During our travels
Oh, okay.
I have to say, sometimes the
Which I
secret
did, so
astrology column is spot on.
I'm assuming then in that case, you just have to have gone to Fontaine, not do anything with the story, because I'm still back at Inazuma for story, so I think,
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Used to.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too!
I haven't started Samara yet when I did Lancerite. Oh, okay.
Then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain?
So yeah, it's just you have to set foot
that
then,
voice
and
we
okay.
heard,
Got it.
That was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
I was lucky I
Glad
pulled
your
Farina
voice
just
is
so I
really
could
loud.
walk to Fontaine. Oh my god. Oh, then that means you got to
Well,
Fontaine
of
after me
course
then.
it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Because
Indeed.
I started exploring
I
Fontaine as
suppose it's
soon
an
as the
asset.
update dropped.
Sure is.
And
Having
lost
loud voice is
my,
a handful
scout
when it
for,
comes to
Lenny.
communication. Wait,
So, I'm not mad at that at all.
You
No.
were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit?
So I had
Ooh,
Venti, Nahida, and Farina.
code?
No, it's
Okay.
not a code.
Yeah, I was going to
The
say,
words are
I
meaningless.
think I
Perhaps.
did I have everyone but
The
Farina
act of
right now.
shouting was very
So I'm
meaningful
hoping
indeed.
Farina gets a rerun
That's just what
somewhat
Alzheimer's do,
soon.
right?
Because
After
I
all the
need
hard
her
work
and
it
I need
takes to
Lenny,
make it to
so
the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not
I'm
easy
trying to pull
resist
for
the
Yamiko
urge
because
to
Try
release
Maiden.
those
Oh yeah.
emotions.
I'm going to give you as much looks as I can because I somehow accidentally pulled her like way before this banner. So here's hoping you get your Yay Miko's Try Maiden too. A Try Maiden gain is Try Maiden. Should I be worried about that?
Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently, most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not
But then my
just me.
entire team will
I
be
guess
3
everyone
callous and a
shouts from
sword
the top
user.
of a mountain at some point in their life.
I
Speak
don't
for
usually use
yourself.
callous. I don't know if that's a
When
good
you're
idea or
stressed,
not.
Don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really.
Yay
If I
Miko,
ever get
Klee,
stressed,
Nahida, and
I just go
Farina.
hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
Who's the sword user? Oh, is Farina the sword user? Because I know Yamiko's a callous.
What I choose to hunt depends on my
Nahida's a
mood.
callous. I just can't remember what Klee is.
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
As long as
Klee is
Paimon
callous.
clothes
Oh, okay,
and
so
back
then
and
it's
food in
Farina
her
that's the
belly,
sword
Paimon
user.
doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose.
Navia's going to trick us in,
No
is,
need to
ain't
be
she?
shy. Even Farina was shouting from the
Wait,
top
we
of the
missed
mountain
Farina?
earlier.
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Chaoying Village?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
So it was Farina.
Yes,
we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should
Yeah,
do
that
about
sounds
this
about
script."
right.
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I didn't expect this
I
voice
figured
out
we
now
would
yet, to
come
be
check out the
honest, though.
situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back.
Of course, Nouvelette's here,
Probably
too.
weren't together.
What? Nervalet was here too?
Why is everyone from Fontaine here?
What are you doing here?
That's
Couldn't
like...
have been for vacation.
I think it
We're
just
five-
might have
We're
been,
5
actually.
people from Fontaine
But
now in Liyue.
apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back.
Yeah.
He's a very busy man.
That makes sense, though, unfortunately, now.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added
Why
bonus
do I have the
of this
feeling that's a
location.
lie?
You Fontainians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
Of course.
It was
Ricesley.
just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again?
No, we are not saying that.
Even mentioned it earlier. Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would
Thank
fall for
God
that sort of
someone's smart
marketing
here.
trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's right. Hu Tao. A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you. That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Chaoying Village later.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later!
Every time. I swear I do not remember what the fuck I'm doing. Alright. Who's... Oh, is it Farina?
Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right!
That's not our objective right now, Paimon.
Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of... Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now, let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's
Yep,
not seen
that's
as
Farina along with
Is
Hu
that
Tao.
Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao? Wonder what they're talking about. Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Chaoying Village. Oh, or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her queens.
Wanna make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say, loser buys the winner 3 huge
I cannot believe we're actually betting on this.
Zhongli is there. Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Hustler Hu Tao.
Alright, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right.
I bet you neither of us are right.
Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina.
Paimon just like pops up. Bitch.
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Dumbass.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Huh? Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
Looks like someone's learned a thing or two from Zhongli.
I must admit, I am a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler. But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over to that, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected. Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Yep.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
That's quite high praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration. There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier. Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
Probably because he had the same situation.
Yeah, you're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Huh? Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
You may not have heard, friends, but...
Miss Hu Tao...
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
We won the bet!
Yep.
Paimon's gonna treat us! Paimon's gonna treat us!
Okay, you win.
Finally!
Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her
What the
shoe.
fuck?
What's this about winning something?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Tell me, you two were placing bets on us?
It was definitely Paimon's on there. You
I
started.
just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina. That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Traveler guy Zhongli.
Showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
2 minutes! You see? Paimon was right too!
Shut up, emergency food.
If both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser. Hey, don't be upset, Traveler. How about this? You buy Paimonable and Paimon will also buy you a bowl.
Okay, fair.
As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck. I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you.
I mean, at the end, you don't you lose since I'm assuming it'd be your money either way. Yeah, that's what I was wondering if that was going to get brought up, but I guess not.
Did something happen recently, Farina?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Is it for filming?
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral? Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film. Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now.
Sounds about right.
Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air. Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, I get it now.
That for my ad posters.
Terror.
Sees, that makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue to enlist the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Novelette, I'm assuming.
Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
Yep.
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
Oh, I need to press continue.
Huh. Paimon never thought Novelette would be the type to get lost.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked.
Yeah, it sounds about him.
This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
So, were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know. So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend...
What about him?
He doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite.
Yep, sounds like
I would
Novelette.
never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
Is that so?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
Unfortunately, no. At
What?
the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
If only you knew.
Is that so?
Yep, sounds about right.
To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
With the traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
That's right. She's got more friends than she knows what to do with.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Nervalat.
We can try, but I don't think we'll succeed.
Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time. Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right? He's really that much of a stickler for protocol. He can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
Otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine.
I've never heard of a demon that boring before.
Okay, that's the best answer I can do.
In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old. You're quite right, Miss Hu Tao.
Oh, look who's in the background.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina.
Yep.
Those two individuals over
It's
there
Navia and
appear to
Chlorine.
recognize you.
Oh, it's Navia and Chlorine. Hey, over here!
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the interruption.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine.
Ah, straight to the point. I like it. It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina.
Oh, yes?
When are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories.
Don't do that, Hu Tao.
Converge
No.
in wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something.
Hu Tao, no, stop it.
A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams. Ooh.
Yeah, I had a feeling she was going to, and I actually just jumped a little bit.
My dear demoiselles, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
Of course.
Farina?
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character. By the way, did I hear you mention that Chlorand used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
From what I heard, I don't
see.
blame her.
Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Chaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too. Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You thanked us more than enough already.
Aww.
The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum. Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party.
You would.
Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp.
Paimon, you're still on it?
Sweet and delicious Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me. A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Chlorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So, all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sijuin.
Aww.
Chlorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just
Aw.
had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that.
At least now I know where that
They should all be things I can
treasure
use.
is now.
I think.
Oh no.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Leo's magic baskets?
Oh, actually.
About that.
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Of course he did.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take
Yeah,
them
that sounds
back
like
for
something
us.
you might do.
I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Meripede for me once he's done with the day's work. Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, even Chlorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought. If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
Ooh.
Right, Zhongli?
Indeed.
One shot at him.
Chlorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Meripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette.
Hopefully I won't have to do all that.
But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
Okay, cool. So I can still go there. Uh-huh. Of course there's one. Let me get up there. Wow, why am I not surprised? Not doing that today. Oh, there's Neuvillette. Hi. Nice to know that we found ya.
It's Neuvillette! We lucked out!
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting. Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neuvillette?
I'd be surprised.
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village. I see. Thank you for informing me. Yes, they have been safely delivered.
I have to hand it to Clorant. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
These idiots!
That explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts, so I decided to have a go.
Oh.
We joked with Clorant some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So?
Of course you did.
So that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
It is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment. Well, a gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom.
Yeah, sounds like something
But we
he'd
do
say.
have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
Of course.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same.
There we go, thank you.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one.
I mean, she's got a point.
After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once. Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making.
Oh my.
This is also something I made today.
Oh, okay, that actually looks really cool, though.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
That was indeed one of my inspirations. Really? You like it? To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve.
Oh, please don't tell me we're getting
Around
it.
such an important holiday such as this,
He
human
basically
custom
made
would
an
dictate
in-game
that
version
gifts
of the
should be in
Nessie
order.
ladle.
But I'm afraid
Yep.
this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is. That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Guess
You
what?
are
We get the
most
Nessie
welcome.
ladle.
Happy Lantern Rite. Approve a leave of absence request for myself.
Please say
That
yes.
sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence.
God damn it.
Something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol.
This
But
guy.
I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does, in part, originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
Everyone, genius. Right here. Okay, cool. We finally completed it. Which is good because, guess who is very tired? So we're going to do one more scout because I think I have the gens for it, and then we're going to call it a night. Cool, I do have enough. Alright, who wants to see me gamble one more time and lose probably to a 3-star? Yep. Woo, gamble. Well, anyway. That was not worth it. Anyway. Let's go see who is on right now and who we can raid. Because I'm pretty sure Amadeus is still on. I don't know if I saw anyone else on. Oh no, Amadeus is on for the night. Quattriadas, but... I don't know if there's anyone we can really raid tonight. Coulter is the only one that I can think of, and I really want to raid her, but she's also in Persona 3. And I don't know how far they are in that, so I don't want to spoil anyone. This might actually have to end up being a night that we will not raid anyone, and I feel bad. Yep. Alright, well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to raid anyone tonight. So, I have a date with my bed, and I will see you all later. Bye.